Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently in a little bit of an energy credit deficit, and we're definitely going to want to work our way through that. We're also working on expanding our fleet out. Do we have any of these that are not fully reinforced right now? Yes, we do, and we're going to get the 4th fleet worked on. Wonderful. Now, that construction ship just finished up, but it's got more construction aiding to do. That's very expected. Very, very expected. We should definitely gain our physics insight and astral boost here. We don't want to be overcapped on our astral threads more than necessary.
Concluded.
So that'll be absolutely wonderful to do. And from here, what is this? Brill Confederacy on the hegemony of Zelvikana. Okay, sure. And basic cloaking fields have finished up as well. That is wonderful. Sentry arrays? Sentry arrays. Let's do that. That sounds good. We have an available leader trait, and we should probably grab that. That is Magdalena Saldana here, and we could definitely go for... I mean, clear blocker speed is not that big of a deal. Neither of these are amazing, to be honest. So we'll just go with that for now. Cool. And we've got these Titans underway here. So we're currently at 5 out of 5 Titans. Excellent. So that, of course, means that we're working on a Titan for our 4th fleet. And we should also be working on a Titan for our 5th fleet, which our 5th fleet has not been started just yet. But we're making solid progress on that front. We're also looking for additional jobs that need to be dealt with, but for now, we don't have too much of that going on. We're up to 990 pops, including a Quell Nadar, who is set to assimilation. Okay, perfect. So that seems fine. We have astral actions available, but none of these do we actually want to use at this moment. We've just maxed our minor artifacts, and we should probably... We can't reverse engineer any arcane technologies. We could find... Well, we could sell to private collectors. We could find a peaceful application, probably. And... We'll go with an ancient fad. Okay. That'll boost our happiness a little bit. So we've definitely got a pretty big deficit of energy credits at this moment. No doubt about that one. Let's see, this arc furnace is maxed out. This arc furnace is also maxed out. This Science Nexus Hub we can't work on upgrading just yet. I believe we can make more arc furnaces, and we definitely want to make more Dyson spheres. So first things first, I want to see what this Dyson Swarm Array actually does. That'll be a very useful thing to know, and see how exactly it works, because I think it's going to be maybe a little bit similar to the arc furnace. We'll find out. Or it'll just generate a bunch of energy credits, which would be good too. We would be very, very pleased with that. No doubt about that. So, any jobs that need to be done here? Well, not at this moment, so that's fine. We're just kind of waiting on some of these projects that we've got going on to finish up. Now, the 4th fleet has 2 out of 3 Titans.
Council agenda ready.
I want to split off one of these Titans. Like so. And let's hop into here. And we're going to bump this down to 1 Titan. Thank you very much. And we want this to stay at 230. This guy can command up to 280. But I don't really want to do that. Reason being, because if we replace this guy, we're going to have problems if we do. So let's reinforce this fleet. There we go. And the 11th fleet here really should probably be named the 5th fleet. There we go. And we'll need a leader here. So we need to hire a new leader. Jose Gonzalez here will be fine. And we'll put in, say, Unyielding 2. And probably aggressiveness will be okay. So that seems good. We'll need to, of course, add in all of our ship types. So this will be 10 battleships. It'll be 10 cruisers. It'll be 10 destroyers, and maxing out on corvettes. Excellent. So that looks good. We've now got our 5th fleet underway. Fantastic. So let's continue to tick forward here. And that 5th fleet is, of course, going to be similar in strength. However, we're quite negative on our energy credits. The Dyson Swarm Array is definitely going to help with that. We're also... Oh, this fortress world needs an upgrade. Actually, that's really good. Let's get a fortress going here. We know that we're going to need more naval cap. That's for sure. We're currently at 868, and this fleet we can continue to reinforce. Okay, so this fleet is now at full strength. We're not going to be building up the 5th fleet yet because our naval cap is going to be a significant problem. So that's okay for now. We're going to have a major energy credit issue. That is 100% confirmed. That is going to be a thing. Let's reverse engineer some arcane decipherment. Let's celebrate some diversity and sell to private collectors again. That'll be fine, but we do absolutely need to handle our energy situation. Let's get a city district going here. We're going to need a building slot. That'll be fine. So all is looking good on our job front for right now, but we would definitely like to see some population growth. We're going to need some additional naval cap. We're currently increasing the maintenance of our military ships by 8% due to being over our naval cap. That's going to continue to come up a little bit, I suspect. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. So that's fine. We're not working on building the 5th fleet just yet. We would be up at 1120, so we know that we need to get about 300 more naval cap. So that's going to take a little bit. This fortress world will help matters there. Let's get this fortress upgrading as well, and then we can bring in some migration over this way. That would be probably the best thing that we can do as of right now, and get potentially another fortress world online. That would probably be pretty ideal as well. For now, we're at minus 326 energy credits. How are we doing on this Dyson Swarm Array? We're 82% done. Okay. Well, we've got a job available on this tech world. We'll upgrade our research complex. That'll definitely help our power situation. Not in the slightest. And, I mean, what we really want right now is to get things online like the Mars generator world. Where is the Mars generator world right now? Here it is. Okay, so that is definitely something we want to get online. We're needing 6 jobs here. That's understandable. Minus 2 amenities is noted. But that's going to take a little while before we're ready to do anything about that, really. So let's get this Dyson Swarm Array done. It's at about 90% here, and that'll be absolutely fine. But yes, we certainly have a naval cap issue. So on our fortress world, we finished one of those fortresses. This industrial world could certainly utilize... This is a planetary administration. I don't think we can get a Ministry of Production on here yet. Correct. Let's just put in an industrial district. Okay, that is reasonably fine. So we're sitting at minus 394 energy credits right now. I'm going to sell off a little bit of 0 to get us brought back up a little bit. And this tech world needs an upgrade. That'll definitely not help our situation. This mining station here needs something. And what do we want to put in here? Well, we're already maxed out on mining. There are no reactor districts to put in. So this really looks to me like this should probably end up being refinery. So what are we lowest on? We're lowest on volatile motes. So that would mean that we would want to put in a chemical plant. Okay, sounds good. So that's reasonably fine. We've got this research station down here, and we're low on minerals right now. I'm going to buy 1,000 or so, and we want to... This is currently set up as a research station. Do we actually want it to be a research station? It's probably pretty ideal, actually, to have this be a research station. In which case, let's just put in an astral siphon here. That'll be fine. Or actually, we'd be best off to upgrade our robot assembly complex first. So let's get going on that. Let's get additional robot construction going. That'll be good. We now have hit 1,000 pops. That's wonderful. Metallurgist output going up by 10% is okay. The rest of this is kind of mediocre. Battleship hull points is pretty good. Housing is irrelevant. These hull points would be okay as well. Okay, no, I don't want this. Hang on, I want the battleship hull points, I think. Actually, let's go for the cruiser hull points. It'll be slightly faster. So that'll be absolutely fine. We do have this construction ship that finished up here. So we can see that we are now having a star output of plus 500%. Okay. So if we were to boost this up, it would triple that output. Do it. So these Dyson swarms are a little interesting, for sure. This is currently at 12. We should probably consider building a Dyson swarm array here, but we cannot build that in binary or trinary systems. So that is understandable. What about over here in Sol? That's 7 output? Okay. Alpha Centauri is a trinary system. I'm just looking around right now to try to find a good spot to put them. It seems like 6 or 7 is about what we're looking at, just on average. So that seems relatively okay. So if we were to come back over to Troydom here, this is actually physics research that this star outputs. So probably not in that regard. Same thing here. That outputs physics research. This outputs 3. Okay, what about over here in Phagor? This outputs 6. So this is a reasonable place to put a Dyson swarm array. Let's do that. This Forge World requires a job, and we'll definitely put in an industrial district there. This Forge World requires a job, and an industrial district here makes sense as well, but we are lacking minerals. We do need to get some of these mining worlds a bit more online. Our economy is being pulled in a couple of different directions right now, and that's okay. We do have this mining world here, but this is currently as full as it's going to get. So I want to move this over to probably the Mars generator world, to be honest. And they're going to become a farmer there. So, of course, they will produce some amount of food, but they're also producing energy credits. Mostly energy credits. If we were to upgrade our bioreactor here, that would be even better. Definitely do that. Cool. And we can also upgrade our nourishment center, which is probably also good. Okay, that instantly completed. It's now a nourishment complex. And can upgrade to a nourishment center. What? Hang on. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. That's interesting. It's just a habitability difference? I don't really care about that. So I guess it's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So this tech world requires an upgrade. We need additional minerals, and let's sell off some zero and some dark matter to keep ourselves afloat for a bit here. And we'll get some research complexes going. On this tech world, additional research complexes will definitely be the way to go. On this forge world, we can put in an industrial district, but again, we're lacking on the mineral front. We can buy in a few of those and get that going. On this tech world, we could get a system capital complex upgrade, and I would love to do that. Let's go. So that seems fine. On this industrial world, we could certainly get an upgrade going. We've got this affluence emporium right now. And I'm currently wondering, what do we want to do with this building slot? I think the answer to that is not much at this moment, and I want an industrial district here. Okay. So this is a generator world, but there's not actually anything more for us to do here other than like swapping these around, but I don't want to do that. So let's just resettle this guy over to Mars generator. There we go. And just continue to work on Mars that way. This tech world requires a research complex. This industrial world, we're going to need more minerals for. And we're going to want to put in an industrial district. That'll be fine. And then we've got this generator station here. Is this really going to be a generator station, though? I mean, it would be a useful thing, for sure. We're done constructing orbitals here, so this is what we're going to get. Okay, so each of these are going to output about 66. That's not bad. Let's get a reactor district going there. I also want to put in an energy grid. So that'll boost things reasonably well, getting us an additional energy credit from each of these jobs. So that'll be okay. And from here, that is, I believe, all of our job work that we need to do. Just let this tick forward and update. Yes, that looks correct. Excellent. So we can see that the Mars generator world here is currently working away. It is producing 197 energy at this point, and we definitely want to get more pops here. So if we look at our assembly here, that'll be done in 33 months. Sure. We've got 2 available jobs. That will change. Okay, so that looks absolutely fine. We are over our naval cap, and I would like to solve that problem. This industrial world is actually full, and let's move them over to the Mars generator world as well. So that'll fill another one of those farmer slots. Keep in mind, each of those farmer slots is currently generating for us a pretty decent amount of energy credits, about 3 energy credits. So that's not too bad for a farmer slot. And it's going to be reducing the food and increasing the energy credits again in a moment once we get this bioreactor finished. Game is currently frozen. Okay, now it's not anymore. Fantastic. So that's all absolutely wonderful. Let's make sure that all of our construction ships are working right now, and actually they aren't. This guy isn't doing anything. We've got the arc furnace here. We should probably go build mining stations here in Borbo. So I'm going to do that. The CAR Pacific is up here in Rimok. I kind of want to head over to Hahaban here. This isn't that great of a location for an orbital. But what if we were to build an arc furnace here? 1, 2... There's not that many, is there? I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a mediocre location. Maybe up in Radnitz, but we do have this colonized, and there's not really all that much up here. But Aglomia, this might be an interesting spot to build. So this is a molten world. There's a lot of locations here. I'd like to build an arc furnace here. So we'll get going on that. I'm not going to put a habitat there. We're just going to do the arc furnace. So that seems okay. The 5th fleet is not actually in orbit of the station. We'll tell it to enter orbit here. That's great. And we're now full on astral threads again, but there's not really too much that we can do about that at this moment, unfortunately. So that seems reasonably fine. And of course, we're just banking up our alloys right now. Cool. So this is all going fairly well, but we do need to get a fair amount of construction going. Our main problem right now is we're still very negative in energy credits and minerals, so we need to be getting pops on mining locations, right? So locations like this would be good. And then we would need some, like, building slots here on Hadnock Prime, but for now, this'll do. Let's see, this mining world actually needs an upgrade, and yeah, let's get a planetary administration here for sure. We're able to make this into a hybrid generator and a mining world, and this is going to be a very good world for that. So that is wonderful. The Zeron Starbase has finished its queue. That means it's now a citadel, and we can start putting in a Titan assembly yard here. So that's great. Absolutely wonderful. No problems whatsoever here. Except for our problems, of course. Now, we are over our starbase cap and our naval cap, and that's a big part of the reason why our energy credits are as low as they are right now. So we are definitely interested in ways to bring up our starbase cap and our naval cap. We'll see what happens after we get this round of technologies finished, but they're fairly expensive technologies. Now, our Keeper of the Vaults could definitely not get anything here. Okay, whatever. None of that is actually relevant, but that's fine. Any jobs? Yeah, actually, this mining world needs a planetary administration, so we'll happily put that in. Absolutely wonderful. This generator world here, we can certainly resettle over to probably Mars again. So we'll take them over to the Mars generator world. Getting another job put in there. That is wonderful. So we only have one available job here at this point. We are -8 amenities, which is absolutely understood. And we'll be able to upgrade this fairly soon, right? Yeah, 25 sapient pops. So that is going to produce additional amenities. That'll also give us a building slot, and we can put in a holo theater over here at that point. So I'm not too concerned about our amenities at this position. This particular situation. So that is reasonably fine for now. I want to check in on the status of this Dyson swarm. Okay, it's slowly happening. And our construction ships are still constructionating. So that's looking decent. We are dipping negative in our minerals, which isn't surprising. We've not been getting very much growth on our mining and energy production worlds. This is currently set up as a research station. Temporarily, I'm going to put an energy grid in here, and we're going to build some reactor districts. And we'll set this as a kind of small-scale generator station. So that'll be this. There we go. So a small-scale generator station, and that is going to not clog up all of this. We'll only have one building slot be taken up by it. So we can still turn this into quite a science world. And I'm going to name this Science. But we're going to initially be working on the tech. We're going to need to buy in more minerals. That is obvious. And that is absolutely fine. I'm a little concerned. Actually, I'm a lot concerned about our energy credits right now. Let's sell off some of this. There we go. That'll keep us afloat for the time being. Full-on minor artifacts will reverse engineer an arcane technology. We just got orbital rings for free. I like it. And let's find military applications here. And no, none of that is actually upkeep. So never mind, we're going to go for peaceful, and we'll do an ancient fad. We'll also sell to private collectors. So that will all be fine. We definitely need the energy credits. But our economy is stretched pretty thin right now because our growth has been so strong on industrial and scientific worlds. That is a good thing for us. But it also means we need growth on energy credit worlds and also on mining worlds. We'll get there. Speaking of which, this mining world has 3 worker unemployments. 3 Belmacosa here. Okay, so they're going to presumably... they're going to get assimilated here. So we're definitely going to set them over to assimilation. Looks good. So we no longer have those jobs available, but we will very soon. There are 5 pops here undergoing assimilation. So let's put in a generator district here. I'm also going to upgrade this energy nexus, and that will get us a couple of jobs anyway. I think that'll be enough jobs. So we'll let that go, and that will help offset some of our energy credit issues, which absolutely does need to happen. So up here in Aglomia, we can start upgrading this arc furnace, which we would be delighted to do, and we'll build mining stations up here. Building the Dyson Swarm Array in Fagor. That sounds okay. We also might want to put one in up over... Nope, not there. Somewhere. Concluded. We might want to put one in somewhere. And that's fine. Cruiser hull points have finished up. Kinetic weapon fire rate would be okay. Civilian replicomplexes is maybe a good thing to grab. Oh, orbital rings just became available. We didn't get the tech. That's a little sad. Let's grab civilian replicomplexes and orbital logistics systems. That will be absolutely fine. We can also start building orbital rings around all of our worlds to help optimize them. That is a thing that we can always do, and that's fine. I'm really enjoying building tall right now. There's a lot of systems that you can do to get really powerful without actually expanding. So that's cool. I like it. Orbital rings are definitely a thing we'll be interested in, but for now, I'm more interested in spamming out some habitats and getting a bunch of habitats going. That'll be wonderful. So our Sentry Array is going to finish up. How are we doing on constructing that Mega Art installation site?
Research
okay,
concluded.
That's at 97. That's fine. So the Sentry Array is going to finish up here. Let's get... These are all kind of terrible. Okay. Let's get... How about Defense Grid Supercomputer? Why not? That'll be fine. So the Mega Art installation site here is just about complete, and we're going to get started on another one. There is an Astral Rift over here. Interesting. Not sure when the Astral Rift in Robotics popped in, but we can definitely try to do something with that eventually. I do want to come out over here. No. I want to come out over here and start constructing a... we can't do that due to the existing megastructure in the system. Okay, we'll come down to Rodan, and we'll build it over here. I want to start building a Sentry Array down here. So there we go. That's underway. Wonderful. We're going to run out of minerals eventually. Let's get a few of those going. We've got a refinery world ready to go here, and that should be exotic gases. So we'll put in an exotic gas refinery there. That, of course, is not going to help our mineral situation, but we'll get there. As you can see here, we've got these jobs ready to go. So that's excellent. We've got these assimilations finished. So that looks really, really good. We can also upgrade this mineral purification hub, and let's get going on that as soon as we're done with our current Nexus upgrade. Cool. So this construction ship is not currently doing anything. We probably want to head up over this direction, and we could build an orbital here. I guess it's fine. So we could build a megastructure up over this direction, and that would be a Habitat Central complex. We'll get going on that. Wonderful. So this research station here is actually a mining station. 100% this is a mining station. And we're going to need a lot more districts. Noted. We're going to mark this as a mining station. We're going to immediately begin putting in... Well, we need to buy in some minerals. We're going to immediately put in a mineral processing plant. There we go. Mineral purification plant, I guess. That's fine. So, is this maxed out in its orbitals? Yes, it is. Okay. But we definitely want to make this be a mining station. No doubt about that. So that'll be great. We are starting to get some of our mining online. We might be pulling positive. Yeah, we're pulling positive in our minerals now. So that's looking solid. Checking in on this megastructure. Okay, we've almost got that going. Yeah, 49 there. That's much better. Let's get another Dyson Swarm upgrade going here. Cool. So the mega shipyard is done. We're going to want to build that eventually, but we can't really do that. We could grab some naval cap. That's a repeatable tech, and I think I'm going to avoid that for the time being, even though we are overcapped. I think for now, let's just grab like the living state. That'll be fine. Cool. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our considerable construction.
Concluded.
I like the alliteration there. We did finish civilian complexes, so before we go, let's just grab something here. I want to grab orbital rings, actually. Let's just get that out of the way. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy, Kentogan, and all the rest. Thanks, Windows. I don't want to install updates right now. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.